Rock and Roll Geek Show 1309.
Still rocking after all these years.
This is the story of my rock and roll butler.
This is it, the show that started it all. Often imitated, but never equal. From San Francisco, USA, online since 2004. It's the one and only Rock and Roll Geek Show. With the original Rock and Roll Geek, Michael Butler.
Welcome to the Rock and Roll Geek Show. My name's Michael Butler. Thanks a lot for joining me. I really appreciate it. Today is Monday, July 2nd, and it's 12:59 p.m. when I'm recording this show. I'd like to say happy birthday before we get started to a friend of mine and co-host of Good Clean Fun, Jasper Borgman. Happy birthday, Jasper. I don't know how old he is. I'm guessing he's I think he might be 50 years old. Happy 50th, Jasper. He's not listening, but if you know him, wish him a happy birthday, friends. All right. So it's 1 o'clock, so that means I am legally allowed to open up a beer here. First one of the day, Tecate. I went to my brother's my brother-in-law's house on Saturday. He had a big company party, and I had a rule where I was not going to drink. The party started at 2, and I said, I'm going to wait until 2 o'clock to drink. It was a Mexican-themed party. They had a food truck, and they had cases and cases and cases of Modelo in the bottle. But I don't particularly like Modelo in the bottle, so I brought 2 cases of Tecate and had them in a hidden refrigerator. And I started drinking at 2 p.m., and I stopped about 11 p.m. Tried drinking water in between beers, but needless to say, I was feeling pretty good by the time 11 p.m. came around. I fell asleep at about 11. It was a good party. A friend of the show, Moya Watson, who did the country music. Was it Jason Aldean? I don't remember who it was, but it was a country music show review. I read it as Moya Watson. She was there. I invited her, actually. She showed up. She lives in the Bay Area, so I invited her. She was very nice. She didn't know anybody there, and my wife, mostly my wife, made her feel very comfortable. And, I'm shy in person. When I'm not talking in front of a microphone, I'm pretty introverted. But everybody was nice to her, and we carried on nice conversation and stuff. I can't say how I know Moya, but let's just say I know her, and she's like family at this point. Let's put it that way. All right, you get. I think I've said enough. All right, but it was nice seeing her. She brought a 12-pack of Tecate as well. So in addition to my case and a half that I brought, she brought a 12-pack, and she only drank a few. So I had almost two cases of Tecate, and I brought back about a 12-pack and a half back with me, something like that. So I'm up here in the mountain house now. I'm with the dogs. The wife is still in San Francisco. She was trying to get legal stuff dealt with for her global entry, and I'm here to do a show. I was worried that I wasn't going to have any content, so I wasn't going to be doing a show on Monday, but I got a show review from Jonathan Travers, which I don't know if I've ever gotten one from him. I've gotten comments, but not show reviews. That's like a thing. Well, I looked at the length, and it says 5 minutes or something. I really didn't have any content. Then I got a show review from Michael Street. It was just entitled Drunken Show Review, and it's like 45 minutes long. So boom, I got content for today, friends. We're going to be playing 2 show reviews. One of them is a 45-minute long drunk show review, and I'm assuming it's a drunk show review. And then the other one is a Jonathan Travers show review. I'm going to start the show off, however, with something that was sent to me by the great Brijitte West from Brijitte West and Desperate Hopefuls and New York Loose, who I'm a huge fan of, as you know. She sent me this song from her daughter. This is called TBH BIBI. That's her stage name, or this person's stage name. I think I'm supposed to say their stage name because here's the press release. TBH BIBI releases debut single, I Don't Care. TBH BIBI is an 18-year-old British non-binary artist and musician who draws inspiration from early 2000s pop punk and alternative music genres. They bring these influences to life through their fresh and raw new songs. By the way, Brijitte said, is it Brijitte or Brijitte? I got a friend in New York named Brijitte as well. And she pronounces her name Brijitte, so I think Brijitte West pronounces her as Brijitte. She said that her daughter did this with no help whatsoever. I think she called it her kid. I don't know. But she did this totally on her own with no help from her. TBH BIBI has always written lyrics as a way to express difficult emotions, jotting them down in a sketchbook and singing them out. When things get complicated, music feels easy. It's a relief to share my feelings through writing and performing. I suffer with anxiety, but it won't let it hold me back. The moment I hit the stage, I remember who gives a shit, and I'll go for it. That's a good attitude. I like that. She's adorable. Whether she calls herself non-binary, boy, girl, whatever. She's absolutely adorable. Really cute girl. She's 18 years old. How's that feel, Brijitte? With a subculture style and a highly anticipated debut single already featured on BBC introducing, TBH BIBI has already amassed over 100,000 TikTok followers. Oh, good for her. Good for them. Being a kid of the former New York loose vocalist and cult favorite Brijitte West, punk rock credentials are firmly in play. And TBH BIBI is one to watch. On the date of debut single, I Don't Care, TBH BIBI says, I don't know what her real name is, but it's TBH BIBI for stage name. She's absolutely cute as hell. It's about standing up to awful people, tearing them down before they tear you down, and not taking any shit. All right, I will post a link to her TikTok. So that's what I'm going to play for you, friends. Brand new song from Brijitte West's daughter, or Brijitte West's kid, TBH BIBI. Also, Brijitte sent me, she's got an album that's done, ready to go. They're waiting for a record label. She said that her band doesn't want to self-release it, so they're waiting for to get signed. But I said, feel free to send me some of that music too as well that I can play on the show. She sent me a song too, so I'm going to do a world premiere later on in the show, brand new Brijitte West. If you're a Brijitte West fan like me, you can't wait for this to come out. So, but we're going to start off the show with Bridget's kid. I want to say daughter, but it's Bridget's kid. TBH, she's 18 years old. The kid's 18 years old. Give them a break. TBH BIBI, I don't care. I don't care. All right, come on. Okay, I got to change the, okay, this is not, it's not set up right because I was practicing Manitoba tunes, and when I do that, it doesn't recognize the road. So la-di-da, da-di-da. Okay, here we go. This is brand new. TBH BIBI, if you're listening to this. The shows are always this unprofessional, so yeah. All right, BIBI, thanks. Here's your song, I Don't Care. Is it going to play? Yes, it is.
Turn my teeth into your skull. Tell me that it's not my fault. If I can have it, I will. You're not the one that makes me scared. My eyes are what stands up your hair. If I can have it, I will. Oh, I want it all. I want it all. Oh, you're the one I want. The one I want.
I don't
is not an easy thing. Abuse it to become a king. If I can have it, I will. Oh, I want it all. I want it all. Oh, is it worth the fall? Worth the fall? Smack my face and pull my hair. Eye me down if you dare. If I can have it, I will. Your friends will say that I'm a fiend, someone that can be redeemed. If I can have it, I will. I don't care, no, I don't care. I told you that my mouth was sharp as Thieleke, that'll leave scars. If I can have it, if I can have it, I will. Smack my face or pull my hair. Eye me down if you dare. If I can have it, I will. Your friends will say that I'm a fiend, someone that can be redeemed. If I can have it, I will. Smack my face or pull my hair. Eye me down if you dare. If I can have it, I will. Your friends will say that I'm a fiend, someone that can be redeemed. If I can have it, I will. I don't care, no, I don't care. I don't care, no, I don't care. I don't care, no, I don't care. I don't care, no, I don't care.
There you go. TBH BIBI. Man, Bridgette's got to be proud. I know if my kid did that without any help from me, that's not bad. It's as good as Avril Lavigne, I'll tell you that. Congratulations, Brijitte, on your daughter's huge talent. Apple doesn't fall far from the tree. I will play a new Brijitte West song later on in the show, but right now, I'm going to play. By the way, I have the air conditioner on because it's about 105 degrees out here in Trinity County right now. So I apologize for the noise. But okay, I'm gonna play a show review from friend of the show, Jonathan Travers.
How's it going?
Hold on, back it
Buddy
up. Back it
Jonathan
up.
Travers.
Hold on, back it up.
How's it going?
No, super
Buddy
great.
Jonathan Travers.
Super great. Couldn't be better, Jonathan. Thanks for asking.
Friday, July 19th, 6:36 in the a.m.
There you go. 6:30 audio comment.
Everybody doing?
Super great.
I am so jealous of anybody that's still in bed right now. Oh my God,
Yeah.
I do not want to be on this job site.
Oh, he's on the job site. I think what does he do again? He's late tile or tile laker tile, or he might, or is he a concrete guy? I'm not sure.
Went up to show review for Steve Miller
I
Journey.
think he's a stonemason. Stonemasons is a lost art form, man. I don't wish I was a stonemason, but I wish I knew how to do it. Back it up a little bit. I'm talking over him.
Went up to show review for Steve Miller Journey and Def Leppard, although I didn't get there in time to see Steve Miller. But anyway,
Steve Miller, underrated guitar player and underrated songwriter.
they with Journey. Holy cow! Where do I begin with Journey?
There you go.
Oh boy, I don't know if anybody's caught this tour or seen this set list. Somebody's got to tell Neil Schon to calm the ego down a little bit.
Yeah.
This set list was fucking terrible.
Woo! I love it. I love it.
I mean,
So we're gonna have a hungover show. Hungover. I'm trying to think of a show title. Drunken, hungover, and drunken show reviews. I thought maybe there's something like that.
I guess they were hits in the 80s, but this Only the Young and this Be Good to Yourself are two of the worst Journey songs
I've never heard either of those.
time. And they are always on their set list.
Okay, Only the Young. Let's look that up and pull up the YouTube. Okay. Journey, Only the Young. Journey, Only the Young. Okay. Oh, there's an official video to it. Okay, all right. Journey, Only the Young. All right, let's hear this.
$10 can help.
Okay. She's out raising money. Good for her. Okay, all right. I've never heard this. Oh, from the movie Vision Quest, 1985. Okay, I never heard it. Never heard it in my entire life. I forget what the other one was, but who cares?
They open up with Only the Young.
Oh boy.
Then they have the balls to go into a guitar solo.
Nice.
God Almighty!
Hey, it's Neil's band. I kind of like that. It's kind of, I like it.
I love Neil Schon every time he was coming up on the big screen. You can't stop. I can't stop laughing. Guy's got not one gray hair, and every time he turns to the
trust me, he dyes his hair.
Side, you can tell.
I hear he's got a massive schlong. That's what I heard. Where did I hear that? I think my wife told me her friend Marcy used to represent him. She had something to do with Journey, and knew somebody who had sex with Neil Schon and heard that he has a massive penis. That's what I heard.
Oh, you can see every scar every time he's had a facelift. Oh my God, he's got a tree ring.
That's right too.
Jesus Christ. But
does it matter? Do you really need a facelift if you have a massive penis? I don't know.
Guitar solo.
Did I just give something away?
For the second song. Oh my God.
Okay.
So then they go into Stone in Love, which is good.
Stone in Love!
Then they go into Escape. I mean...
What's Escape? Journey Escape. Is that a song called Escape? I know the album Escape, but I didn't know there was a song called Escape. I did not know that there was a song called Escape. Let me see. I don't have Escape. The only one I have is the first album. No, the first album's Infinity. Okay, Journey Escape official audio. Let's hear it. Let's hear a little bit of Journey Escape. Okay, another commercial. Blah 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 blah. Okay. This one's an old song for all you hardcores. Never heard this one either. By the way, the album on the album it's ESC 4PE or 4P3. Yeah, that song sucks too. I agree with you. Jonathan Travers. All right, where is it here? Okay, back to you, Jonathan Travers.
Look, was that even a single when that was?
I've never heard it. I've never heard the song.
But anyway, I'm going through the set list here. The seventh track. They're already into a piano. Now they're into piano solo.
Well, it's because it's also Jonathan Cain's band, so you got to give equal solos.
So now we get to see Jonathan Cain noodle on a fucking piano.
There you go.
For 5 minutes.
I love it.
Faithfully. Jesus Christ. Here's the best part. After they do Open Arms, they do Line of Fire.
I never heard that.
I'm telling you, that should just be called Piss Break. You should have seen the traffic the minute that song started and people realized, what is this? Okay, we're out.
Oh, best show review of all time, in the running for it.
Time for a hot dog, babe. Then after
we just got a little notice that Jonathan Travers was not alone at the Journey Def Leppard show.
You Line of Fire. Guess what? Oh, Neil Schon's got to go back and do another guitar
nice.
solo. I mean, are you kidding me with this guy? And I'm not talking like little bit. I'm talking like
5 minutes.
Hendrix playing the Star Spangled
Banner
wank shit, you know? Good God. But, man, oh, man. And then Arnold Pineda, I have to say, man, the guy, he does have the voice. But, boy, does he look like he's just got that look and energy of just, holy fuck, am I under contract? When is his contract up?
Trust me, he's not saying, when is my contract up? He's saying, please let me keep this job, because he was a poor kid in the Philippines or wherever he was from, wherever he's from. I think it was Philippines. I could be wrong. But he was a poor kid living in poverty. playing in a Journey cover band. He ain't asking for his contract to be up, Jonathan Travers. I guarantee you that. He's thanking his lucky stars and God above that he's on tour with Def Leppard.
Jesus Christ.
By the way, I keep getting texts and it goes through my computer. Apologize. Every time I apologize, take a sip of whatever you're drinking, friends. I'll take one myself. Back to you, Jonathan.
He just, oh my God. Anyway, I just got a big kick out of watching Journey, and the people watching was hilarious, man. I mean, Oh my God. Although I was also on a nice handful of some strong edibles, so by the time Def Leppard kicked in,
there you go.
I was rolling. I didn't really expect much from Def Leppard when I was going up there, although...
That's a quote. By the time Def Leppard came on, I was rolling. Let me write that down. That could be a good show title, too. Hold on a second. Hold on. By the time Def Leppard came on... Hold on. By the time Def Leppard... It's probably a little bit too long of a show review. Okay, I'm not going to make that the show title. All right.
When I was a kid in junior high, when that Pyromania came out, everybody played. I just remember that just being such a huge record when I was a kid. And then Hysteria. But Def Leppard, when they came, I'm telling you what, man, those guys, I was very impressed with Def Leppard.
Well,
they came out, and I don't know if anybody's seen that set list that they've got going on. I'm trying to pull it up right now.
Please.
I'm on my phone, sitting in my car, sorry. But Def Leppard, man, at the beginning, Joe Elliott's voice kind of...
He's definitely hungover. He might still be a little bit buzzed.
Sounded like he had that Axl high-pitched Mickey Mouse thing going on, but it kind of settled down. But those guys were really, really good, man. I gotta say, I was super impressed with Def Leppard. They opened up with Rock Till You Drop.
Rock Till You Drop.
Foolin'.
Rock Till You Drop. Hold on. Baby, I'm not fooling. All right, hold on a second. Okay, eat shit. I'm texting somebody back. Eat shit. Okay. All right. Okay. Wait a minute. Where was he? Where is he on the set list now? I apologize, Joe. Oh, have a drink.
Fooling.
Fooling. Armageddon it.
Oh my God, I can't stand that song. Then Animal.
And I want, and I need, and I love animal. Joe Elliott writes some of the most intelligent, right? not known for great lyrics, in my opinion.
Love Bites.
Love bites. Love through. La da 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 da.
That garbage new track, just like 70.
We're gonna play just like 73, a new single. Yeah, it's kind of. Yeah, I heard Phil Collins on Eddie Trunk, and he was saying how great the song was, and Eddie Trunk was agreeing with him. So let me turn off this AC. It's getting a little bit cold in here now. They were both agreeing how great the song is. So yeah, I don't think it's very great either.
Coming Under Fire. I know they're making a big deal about, we never played this one.
Oh, is that from Pyromania?
Before. Good, don't. Play another one that everybody wants to know.
Hold on. I don't know how that one goes. I don't remember Pyromania. Coming, Def Leppard, Coming Under Fire. Okay. Coming Under Fire. Okay. All right. Coming Under Fire from Pyromania, yes. 19.
This is the popsicle.
Okay, all right, okay. Another ad, okay. Okay. This is one for all you hardcore motherfuckers. I know you'd rather hear High and Dry, but we're going to give you Coming Under Fire. I know you'd rather hear Hello America, but we're giving you this one. This one's not bad. Sounds easy to play. Yeah, there's better ones. There's better ones they could pull out of their hat, but okay. All right, back to you, Jonathan Travers.
See, Too Late for Love, Die Hard the
Too
Hunter.
late for love. What's Die Hard?
Oh my God! Then we go into Two Steps Behind.
I don't know
That's the
that
Def Leppard
one.
I didn't want to see.
I don't know that one.
But anyway, then they went into Bring It On the Heartbreak.
Bring it on the heartbreak. Did they play anything from the first two albums?
25.
I'll switch. Yeah, they play. Wait, hold on. Back it up. That's.
But anyway, then they went into Bring It On the Heartbreak. Switch 625.
Switch 625 is from High and Dry.
Rock of Ages, Photograph.
Rock of Ages. Back to Pyromania.
Hysteria and Pour Some Sugar.
Hysteria. Pour some sugar. Oh, ugh.
But I gotta say, man, those guys sounded great.
All right,
Phil
good.
Collins actually wore a shirt, which was great.
Good.
We didn't have to see his sweaty bare chest roaming around the stage all night. But I got a big kick out of it. I wanted to send you a picture, but Vivian Campbell the whole night, sunglasses, outdoors at night.
Yeah,
I
there
love
you
it.
go. These bright lights, I got to put on some shades, man.
Like a total douchebag. He's always looked like a douchebag on stage anyway. But I was glad
he talks all nice about how he was so close to Dio, but I don't know if you remember that video of Ronnie James Dio did not like Vivian Campbell.
see Rick Allen. Glad to say I can say I saw Rick Allen. I love that guy keeps it still going.
Yeah, and I like Rick. I like as Eddie Trunk calls him, Sav. Rick Savage.
But anyway, I know this is a shitty review.
Rick Savage, another Pete Way disciple.
I'm still fucking half out of it. Don't want to be on this job site. Ready to go home already.
There you go.
Anyway, Butler. Hope everything's going good.
You're a better man than me. Some people would have called in sick.
Stay healthy.
Thank you, friend.
Stay strong, buddy. Love you guys. Stay frosty.
Stay frosty. You too can leave me a show review. Just record it into your phone like Jonathan Travers did and email it to me, rockandrollgeek@gmail.com. All right, let's thank some people. Let's thank some people who donate to the show. What am I going to play for you? I'm kind of in a Brijitte West mood since it's her daughter or her kids. Her kid played on the show, and I'm going to play you a brand new Brijitte West later on. Let's play some Brijitte West. This is from the first album. How about first song from 2010, Brijitte West.
I'm so glad I know you, because if I saw you and I didn't know you, I would have to know you.
There are several. Let me hold it. Okay. There are several ways to donate to the show, friends. My favorite way is Venmo. Thank you to everybody who donated on Venmo. Venmo doesn't take any money out. No fees. Kirk Crawford donated $50 on Venmo this month. Tim Schall, $50 on Venmo. By the way, my Venmo ID is at Michael-Butler-11. You can find out all the donations on rockandrollgeek.com. Tim Schall, $50. Richard Fusey, $21. Richard Fusey, another $16.66. The sheriff donated. Moya Watson, $15. Tim Smith, $15. Mike Millard, $5.75. Steve Cohen, $5. Bruce McMillan, $3. Did I say Steve Cohen, $5 already? Bruce McMillan, $3 twice. Stephen Bailey, $2 twice. That's all the Venmo donors. Hey, you can go to patreon.com/RNRGeek like Joe Pollack, my bodyguard, $16.66. Dan Garawan, $15. Oh man, I miss Brijitte West.
Well, come on back to your wild girl. The blood is blind and I'm seeing.
Dan Garawan, $15. Kirk Crawford, $12.77. Fred and Ginny Bunky, $10. John Scott, writer of the great book Tom Petty and Me, $8. John Scott wrote me about doing a guest co-host. I don't know, I feel bad about charging, about taking that much of a donation, but he's welcome anytime. Michael Street, friend of mine, friend of the show, who's doing a show review later on. $7.50. Cole Thornton, $6.24. Dave Slusher, $5.55. Brad Schultz, $5. Brad Schick, $5. Brian Springer, $5. Chiaki Hinahara, the Japanese Metalhead Show. And Metal Woman Podcast. And Medaki Metal on Instagram, $5. Danny Borden, $5 Shitty Dude donation. Eric Klein, $5. James Shapiro, $5. Jamie Jefford, $5. Justin Lefkowitz, $5. Martin Clawley, $5. Matthew Hunt, $5. Mike Brown, one of my oldest friends in the world, $5. Oh man, this is good. We'll let it roll for just a second. Bear with me, friend. Oh, that's good. All right, let me put something else on it. How about Lie to Me? From New York with Love. Where am I? Nadi Itani, $5. Patrick Shanahan, $5. Paul Smith, $5. Robert Harvey, $5. Steve T, Steve Trice, $5. Eric Stowell, $4. Mike Hellier, £4. Dan McBride, $3. Mike Dixon, $3. Chad Burns, $2.50. Paul Rube, $2.25. Adrian Boschon, Boss Rock on the Rock and Roll Geek Facebook page, which I did not create, but you got to do it. Prove 2 people. Wait a minute. Boss Rock on the Rock and Roll Geek Facebook page, which I did not create, but you got to answer 2 questions that the sheriff made up so that we know you are not another AI girl trying to come in. So far, 2 AI hot chicks have came in.
The skin upon my skin.
Adrian Bosch on $2. Thanks, Bosch Rock. Paul Underwood, $2. Amy Bowen, $2. Eric the Rock and Roll Plebe, $1.42. 3 Legs, 4 Wheels, $1. Arnie Stash, $1. Piotr Wijikowski, $1. I think I did that right. Thank you to everybody who donates on patreons.com/RNRgeek. That's a great tune. How about We Didn't Make It? PayPal donors. Stephen Laperriere from French Canada, $20. Greg Brofer, $20. I'm still praying, Greg Brofer. Thank you for coming back, friend. I'll pray for you anyway. Blake Johnston, $20. The rock and roll Bryan Cranston. Dave Franco, $20. Richard Strom, $20. Friend of the show and friend of mine, Ralph Miller, $10. James Venners, $10. Jeff and Cheri Thieleke, $10. Jason Shepard, $10. Todd Cunningham, friend of mine and friend of the show, $10. BJ Lisko, $10. William Bell, $10. Dave Jackson in the School of Podcasting, $10. Vincent Crimi, $5. I gotta turn the AC back on. Vincent Crimi, $5. John Tennis, $5. Rachel Rosenberg, $5. Keenan O'Meara, $5. Christopher Del Grande, $5. Jace Lesniewski, $5. Benjamin Muller, $5. Greg Long, $5. Andrew Howe, $5. Peter Spark, $5. John Offenlock, $5. Fred Garski, $5. Chad Kiffmeyer, $2. Dave Alexander, $2. Adam Gerstein, $2. Adam Brijitte, $2. Brian Gradich, $2. Vincent Crimi, $2. Kai Matsuda, $2. Deborah Dreyfus, if that's your real name. Thank you for sending me the song. $2. William Moffat, $2. Lasse Sattvedhagen, $2. Stephen Mascord, $2. Philip Vermalen, $2. And finally, Adam Croft, $2. Thank you to everybody who donates to the Rock and Roll Geek Show. As you know, it's a value for value. So if you get any value out of this show, please, friend, put a number on it. Like Adam Curry says, put a number on it and send me what you think it's worth, friend. Thank you. I'm going to let this song play out. I take a sip of this fine Tecate to everybody who supports the Rock and Roll Geek Show. I could not do it without your support. This show would die a horrible, putrid, stench-filled death without your support. I think Brijitte West is a fucking major talent. And apparently her daughter is, or her kid is too. There we go. All right. All right, I got another show review. Hello, caller.
Hello, hello.
Oh, I love it. Hello, 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 hello.
This is friend of the show
Yes,
and friend of yours.
Yes, exactly.
Michael Street.
Hello, Michael.
And identify yourself.
Oh, Tim Schall.
Tim Schall also
All right.
there. I love it. A Rock and Roll Geek Friends meetup.
We are leaving the Sammy Hagar
Nice.
and Loverboy show.
Great.
Right now, there's about 20,000 people.
And Michael Street sounds like he's rolling.
Trying to get out of here.
A surprising amount of people that came to the show. We didn't think it was going to get, what, 10, 12?
Yeah, I told you. I said 8 to start off.
Damn.
Got 20,000. Damn. Who knew? Who knew this tour would do so well? My phone is blowing up. I apologize, friend. Have a drink.
Yes, of 8. I was a little far off from that,
Yeah.
wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. Just a bit.
So we're just
I've never heard Tim Schall's voice before. Nice to hear you, Tim.
chilling at the car right now.
Maybe he has called in before.
We're drinking a beer,
Yeah.
but we'll check back with you.
Fine Modelo.
We are drinking a
Are they just getting there and already drunk?
fine Modelo. What are you drinking, Mr. Butler?
I'm drinking a fine Tecate, friends.
All right, we're back.
Oh, okay. That was
We
quick.
started with a brief comment
Yes.
out in the parking lot.
Yes, on the way in.
And which we
or was it on the way in or leaving? Probably.
stayed for, what, about an hour and a half? An hour?
Ah,
At
you
least.
finished your beers while before to wait for the traffic to leave. You had boozed it up a little bit so you can get a good DUI.
No. It was a beer.
Yeah, I was about to say, how long did it take us to get out of that parking lot?
Quite a while. And there was, until the rain got too hard, and then we had to go in the car. But it's fine.
Before the show,
The worst part was the drive back.
yeah.
Because my navigator sucked. He had this app on his phone. I don't know who that guy was.
Ladies?
It was not good.
This idiot who's like a native of Charlotte couldn't fucking navigate
Oh.
how to get back to the fucking hotel.
But here we are. We're back. We're back.
We made it safe and sound.
And we have a frosty cold Modelo.
There you go. Keep it
And
going. Keep the party going, friends.
Drinking a Captain Jack,
Nice.
4.8%. What's a Modelo?
Cheers. Oh, this,
Modelo's probably 4.6 or 4.7.
I don't know, 4 something. Let's guess.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. It's
Somebody's car alarm's
Hey, did you
going
hear
off
that
out there.
horn honking?
We're trying to do a show review here,
come
asshole.
on. Yeah, go get him.
All right, it shouldn't be. So let's go.
All right.
Drunken show review.
There you go.
Take 2.
Yes. So
I love him.
you drove
Pissed off, hungover show review followed by drunken show review. Doesn't get much better than that, friends. At least to me.
from what's the city in Virginia you're from?
in Smithfield, Virginia.
Never
Well, I've heard of Smithfield, North Carolina, where they make sausage.
Smithfield
This
is
is
where they
different.
make ham. Ham is, so if you ever need ham, and it is the home to the oldest ham in the world. They
really?
have this ham that's in a museum in Smithfield. It's quite old.
Still there?
Back to like the 1600s or something like that.
What do they do? Shellac it or something?
It's still edible. I don't
Really?
know. But anyway, so I'm from Smithfield. It took me about 4 hours and 45 minutes to drive here.
Wow, that is dedication, man. I'd never drive 4 hours to see Sammy Hagar.
How do you feel right now at, let's see, it is 12:02.
It's been a long day. I feel good, though. I feel good.
Feeling good, feeling right. It's Saturday night. The hotel detective was out of sight.
There you go.
This is a drunken show review.
Is it? I would have never guessed.
That.
Please. Cheers.
Cheers.
Did we say that already?
Yeah, hence
Oh, boy.
the drunken
Going off
show
the
review.
rails.
Don't even remember that.
So let's talk about the show. So we got to the show. We came here. We got to the hotel.
We both went like within
What's the name of the hotel, I wonder?
our hotel. We're staying at the luxurious Fairfield by Marriott,
That's not
which
bad.
it's about a 10-minute drive from the venue.
Marriott's a
And
decent
like
chain.
within this area there's like a sushi place.
Oh, okay.
And there was a Chili's, and Tim, basically said he didn't want to fuck with any sushi, might give him the shits.
Right. You don't want.
So we went to
You don't want to eat sushi before a concert in case you get a bad piece, because that could be a disaster. So well played, Tim.
Chili's, and we both got a mushroom and Swiss burger. How was that?
And a beer.
And a beer.
And it was fine.
Fairly
It was
safe.
Good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
It was a good drinking base.
Yeah. Yep. Good. We had one beer.
Beer and a
Large
burger.
beer.
Beer and a
And
burger.
then off to the show we went, which was about 10 minutes away.
Okay.
We did not take an Uber.
No, I drove.
Tim was, he offered to drive.
Designated
So
driver.
obviously I took him up on his offer.
Of course.
Probably a mistake that I drove in hindsight, but it's okay. I made it. But we got to the show, pretty quickly got in. We had a beer on the way in. We carried a beer in.
We were
Stick
kind
it
of
to the man. We ended up
you snuck a
having
beer
to pay
in?
for our own beverages inside, and I would have loved to stick it to the man, but I
you didn't.
did get in with a flashlight in my
Flashlight.
pants,
There you
which
go.
you got.
Now, why did you stick a flashlight down your pants? Was it a mag light?
Flagged by the
All right.
metal detector. I don't know what. You got shot or something? You got some shrapnel? What happened?
Yeah, I got a metal plate in my head or something, I guess.
Oh, the metal detector went off.
But we were kind of like worried. I mean, the good thing was I had previously, like throughout the week, I had a conversation with a customer of mine, and I'm spraying his house for bugs. We're going around the house. I told him I was going to the show, and he went on a 5-minute rant about how much he hates Loverboy, and then he followed it up with an additional 5-minute rant about how much he hates Mike Reno.
Huh? Who? Wonder why?
And I told him, I said, man, I think you've got something like a phobia with red headbands or something.
I heard an interview. I think it was on Bob Lefsetz. It's the only music-based podcast that I listen to. He interviewed the guitar player. It was a pretty good interview. I got nothing against Loverboy.
Canadian. How do you hate anybody from Canada?
Yeah. Everybody from Canada is cool.
Except for Justin True. Okay.
Never met a Canadian. At least I don't think I have.
Yeah, he's one of
I've never met any asshole Canadians. Stephen Laperriere's from Canada.
He's one of those guys. It's like only into the bands that the Rolling Stones.
Celine Dion. He likes Celine Dion.
Well, there you go.
He likes fucking whatever. It's just
we're getting off the track here.
all the bands that fucking Rolling Stone magazine like. That's apparently that's what I got out of him. That's who he likes.
All right.
But we did discuss that there were a couple songs that I didn't want to hear in the set, and one was the song from the Footloose soundtrack
What song
that
is
was
that?
a hit
Is that Mike Reno and Ann Wilson?
Reno with Ann Wilson of Heart.
Oh yeah, that.
Almost Paradise. Written
Almost Paradise. La, 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 la. Yeah, that song's lame.
by the
One of my favorite songs.
yeah, written by the late great Eric Carmen. By the way, if
I
you
did
didn't
not know that. I
Yes.
did not know that.
I'll say this about Michael Street. He is a rock geek. He's got the knowledge way more than me.
like made him
All
some
right,
good
appreciate
money.
it. See, that's why.
I'm a rock and roll geek, brother.
Exactly.
Seriously, this is the knowledge that
He's
we
got
get to
the
share.
knowledge,
We each-
man.
Throughout the whole night, we're all throwing back and forth all these little nuggets of knowledge. It
Michael
was pretty
Street
cool.
has knowledge.
that's-
Ask him how to kill ants, and you're really going to hear some knowledge.
Friends, if you've got any of the rock and roll geek friends on the Facebook page that live near you, now, me and Tim live on bordering states.
There you go.
You need to just meet up with them and
Exactly.
go to shows and have a fucking great time.
You will, guaranteed.
First time we did this was 2 years ago. We met Joe Pollack here
Didn't
this-
Jacob Zellerholm come with you guys too?
Daughter,
and his daughter, and we went to Iron Maiden.
which was in Greensboro.
Yeah, and super great time. I mean, that was such a good time.
Ted Cruz was there.
Ted
Oh
Cruz.
yeah, that's right. I remember.
No
that.
one came tonight. We didn't see Ted Cruz. We didn't
Yeah.
see.
No other celebrities tonight. What a
That's too
disappointment.
bad.
Total disappointment.
We talked before, and I gave you an estimate of what I thought.
Yes,
I said maybe 8,000.
8,000 is what you said. You said
I saw the Sammy and Dave tour like 20 years ago, and I said, it probably drew about 10 or 12,000. Now, I told
That's because now Eddie Van Halen's no longer with us, so people wanted to hear Eddie's songs.
you, like, the capacity for this shed, it's just, your basic shed.
And maybe Joe
They're all
Satriani's got fans too. I'm assuming that.
the same.
all the same.
Capacity about 18 grand. What would you think tonight the crowd was?
Well, Sammy Hagar said it was capacity 14,000.
Oh, I didn't hear him say that.
he said 14,000.
Yeah, what does he know? But
But
I would.
I think it was. I don't think that includes the lawn, so it's probably like 16,000. It was a lot.
I couldn't fucking believe the attendance tonight.
It was-
I mean, it is a Friday night.
packed.
Easily fucking 50,
Ratio women to men, I'm going to guess probably 60-40 men.
16,000 tonight.
Easy. And I haven't had to wait in a men's room line for a very long time at a concert. Big concerts. I never wait. Every time I went to the bathroom, I had to wait in line for at least 3 or 4 minutes. I mean, that's torture for us, right? I mean, how can they do that?
I mean, later on, I had to, as a
I would
veteran, I've
go in your beer cup.
been to this venue, like I was telling you. My first show at this venue was Tom Petty, Into the Great Wide Open tour. So
Into the
I've been
great
coming
wide
to this
open.
fucking venue for
We
35
haven't got to the set list yet.
years plus. I've seen probably upwards of 100 shows here.
Great place.
PNC
Nice
Music Pavilion.
typical shed. Plenty of food, plenty of bars, plenty of booze. We had no problem getting beers. Didn't have to wait in long lines. It was great. All thumbs
But
up.
long lines for the bathroom.
One thing that we discussed, which I was happy to hear, was like earlier in the week, that we both wanted to definitely get there early enough to catch the full Loverboy set.
I would have too. I
Neither
agree.
one of
I
us,
would- I
neither
agree.
one of us had ever seen Loverboy, and
I saw Loverboy in Gainesville. I think it was Gainesville, Florida. Back when they had that first album out, it was them and I don't know, maybe it was the Romantics on the bill too. I got laid that night, and I knew I was going to get laid that night. This girl her and her girlfriend went with me and a friend of mine to the show, and they had both of the girls planned. They went planning on getting laid, and they pretty much let us know, you guys are getting laid tonight. And I was like, I don't know how old I was, however old I was when that album came out, 1980. So I was probably like 20, 21. Yeah, maybe I was younger. But I got laid that night, and I was happy because I wasn't getting, I was a kid.
Out there, I mean, it's like, it said showtime was
And the
7
girl was
p.m., and we did everything right.
Everything right. They started at 6:45.
Wow.
It was bullshit.
We hear the fucking keyboards start up.
6:45. So they made them start before the doors?
For beer. We have to stay and get the beer.
I
We got
swear.
in during the first song. It was fine.
Okay.
I would have liked to have been there for the intro.
What was the
but
first
it was
song?
good. I'm not disappointed, but
Yeah.
it was kind of a bummer.
Pull up. You said you got it on your phone.
I did.
So,
Song number 1 was "Lucky Ones," which was pretty. That's one of my favorite songs by them, and they played it great, note for note. I thought it was great.
so they go into Queen of the Broken Hearts.
I don't know that
and
one.
then Take Me to the Top.
Take
So-
me to the... Wait a minute. Queen... Hold on a second. Let me find Queen of the Broken Hearts. Loverboy. Queen of the Broken Hearts. I don't know if I've heard... I'm sure I've heard it. They had a lot of hits. So. Another ad. I don't guess. I think I've heard this one. I don't really remember that one.
First 3 songs, it was just like not really a whole lot of reaction from the crowd.
Right. Yeah, they're not their hits, really.
I had told Tim,
What's "Take Me to the Top"? Don't let me boy, "Take Me to the Top." Take me to the top. Okay, let's see here. A little bit of "Take Me to the Top." That's from the first. That's from "Get Lucky." Okay. No, I don't know this one. Let's see. I don't know this one. No, I'd be disappointed too.
beforehand, my favorite Loverboy song, number 1, is
Turn Me Loose.
The Kid is Hot.
Kid is hot tonight. Whoa, so hot tonight. But where will it be tomorrow? Yeah.
Song number 4, they go into The Kid is Hot Tonight. And I swear to you, from this song, the 4th song.
I apologize. Have a drink. There's a Manitoba thread going on about set list, so it's going to be. Can I turn off? Can I quit this message app on the computer? Let's see if it gogoes off.
In the set, the crowd.
It jumped. They got
Yes,
into
it was like
now
a
it gets
whole
good.
different story.
Yes.
100%.
Starting on this tour is just starting, so they might change that up. Nope, I still get the text, even though I quit the app. I still get the text.
It totally turned, and everybody.
Then everybody stood up.
No.
Maybe since they start. Here's my theory. I got it. Since they started at 6:45, they play 3 songs as people are walking in. Finally, when they get their beers and they get settled, then comes the hits. That's my guess, and I'm sticking to it.
What do you got on the feet? Well, a couple people got on their feet.
No,
in front of us were on their feet. A couple people in back of us. I was enjoying sitting down for a few minutes. It was kind of nice, but the crowd was totally into it.
But it all started
With the Kid is
with
hot.
The Kid is Hot Tonight.
I agree.
But leading up to the show, I had asked you like what your favorite Loverboy song was, which is
Strike Zone.
And I told you.
I screamed.
I told you in between every song, scream Strike Zone.
I tried. I screamed a couple times. It was,
No dice. No strike zone.
No, I've
today.
never heard Strike Zone.
Who doesn't want it? What would
But-
it take to throw Strike Zone?
All right, what's Strike Zone? I've never heard that song. Hold on, maybe I have. Strike Zone. Strike Zone. Okay, all right. Let's Strike Zone from Keep It Up. Yeah, this is an album.
Cliff Bar is made with organic oats.
Album that didn't do so well. I mean, turn off the ad. Come on, now you got to listen to the full ad. There's no skill.
Yeah, I do.
Oh boy, I never. Oh, it's on the Stranger Things soundtrack. That's why they played it. Or no, they didn't play it. That's why he wanted to hear it though. I never heard it. I never heard it. I'm glad they didn't play it. Well, I'm not glad for you. All right, fast forward it. All right, it's kind of a heavy song. I can understand why you wanted to hear that, Tim. All right, back to you guys. All right.
Right?
But the one that we were really lobbying for was on the Three Lock Box album.
Yes.
There's a duet
Yes.
with
really?
Mike Reno.
Ah.
Yep.
Remember the Heroes.
And
All right, hold on. Remember the Heroes. 1, 2, 3 Lock Box. I don't think I have the Heroes. I don't know if I don't think I have 3 Lock Box. I was off the Sammy Hagar train about around after the I don't know, after I Can't Drive. No. I was probably off about 3 Lock Box, the one before that. You know who wrote it? Jonathan Cain. Oh God, I'm glad you wanted that one, Michael Street. Oh, okay. All right, that song blows.
And we thought it was the perfect opportune time
Yes.
for them to break out Remember the Heroes. It's a patriotic song.
Okay.
It's the perfect time to
Jesus
play that
Christ,
song.
you couldn't have laid it out better.
Yeah, you're probably
Tears
right.
would have flown
Yes.
from people's
Yes.
eyes. Right? I mean,
And that wouldn't have flown
salutes,
from mine.
flags,
They
everything.
got a lot more hits
They
than that.
blew it. They didn't
Blew
play it.
it! You blew it!
Massive mistake.
So we go after Kid is Hot Tonight.
no.
Kid is hot tonight. Whoa!
Not the biggest mistake. The biggest
So
mistake
hot
of the night was not playing
tonight.
Strike Zone.
Well, okay, I'll agree with that.
Sorry.
So we go in, like I said, once the Kid is Hot Tonight
Now it's hit time.
popped up, then from there on out, it was like the crowd just
Crowd was
fucking.
into it, and they went right into loving every minute of it, and that was amazing.
Loving every minute of
It
it.
was
Yes, loving every
That's a
minute
good
of it
one.
was
I like-
great.
Yeah.
the bass on that song was killed. The bass player, I don't know his name.
That's not the original bass player because, as you know, he died in a boat accident.
I know Paul Dean. I know Mike Reno. I don't know all
The
the
drummer,
Probably the only 2 original members, maybe.
known by face, whatever his name
Which
is.
one done it? You said one of them
Bass
died.
player.
Was
Bass
it the
player.
Yeah. He was like Butler. He went out fishing,
Exactly.
and then his
Like
boat
the
sunk.
Yep.
Lonely Kayak.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh no.
God said, I'm not going to take the guy from American Heartbreak. I'm
Thank
taking the Loverboy guy instead.
Yeah. There you go.
Hey,
He's missed.
Yep.
He's totally missed.
then they went into Hot Girls in Love.
Hot
which
Girls. Oh,
all-
come on. That song's fucking great. Cherry Bombs did that one, man. Come on. Hot Girls in Love. Let me pull that one up. Hot Girls in Love. Girls. Love. She's bringing on the heat. And it's 100 above.
president is a
Oh,
threat.
shut up. Boy, are they pounding the Kamala ads. Okay. So this song is fucking great. Cherry Bomb's version is great, and Loverboy's version is great. It's 100 above. Hot Girls in Love. Bass player playing a headless bass, Steinberger bass. Song is good.
She's so young and hot. She likes the pleasure of his company.
Oh, yeah.
She comes to inside room with a silver spoon. She likes her tapes on tape.
Get to the chorus. Cherry Bombs had a girl singer, and they rocked this tune.
She's on a rainbow cruise all the way to my room. She's turning on
The heat,
She's got the
magic touch.
She's turning on the heat.
I'll get to the chorus.
And it's a little
Too much.
She's turning on the heat. And it's a
Ooh.
yeah. Hot girls in love.
All right. The crowd was probably fucking going crazy on this shit. Yeah, they're coming on strong. They're bringing on the heat now.
Always holds a special place in my heart.
There you go.
When
Cherry
I was
Bombs.
in second grade, this is like what, 1983 or something.
You got molested.
You got the record player in the classroom, and you could like bring in a 45 for show and tell.
How old were you?
I remember like
3
this is
years,
yesterday.
third grade.
The B side was a song called Meltdown.
Oh, okay.
And I was like this shy, introverted guy.
Yeah.
The teacher, Michael, has brought in a 45. I mean, brought a record for us out of here. Would you like to
brought in
hear
Hot Girls in Love?
Meltdown? And then she flips it over, or Hot Girls in Love.
Is that appropriate for an elementary school?
The whole class looks at me and I just,
Which one did you want to play?
Hot Girls in Love?
Yeah, of course. A kid, a little boy.
And which one did she play?
And I'm telling you, it was great.
Did the whole class stand up?
Well,
Just like
I had to turn them on to it. I mean, you know.
Oh, you brought
the
it.
ladies loved that song. They totally
Yeah.
got into that song.
The ladies that were sitting next to us, they got crazy.
Yeah.
Nuts.
So we went from
That was a chance to make your move.
Hot Girls in Love to Turn Me Loose.
Why don't you turn me loose? Turn me loose. I gotta do it my way.
And Working for the Weekend.
Everybody's working for the weekend. The Midnight Devils band at Manitoba was out with. They do that tune, I think.
Both of them went over like gangbusters.
The guitar player said that the song was originally called "Everybody's Working Till the Weekend."
Yep.
So,
And I was just screaming, "Strike zone!"
to no avail.
You're lucky those hot chicks next to
But
you
the
didn't get
band
pissed.
sounded great. Mike Reno sounded great. He's definitely still eating well.
Yeah, I got it. Gotcha.
But he sounded. I mean, his voice was really
Yes.
strong.
Good for
His
him.
voice was
They're a
strong.
fun band.
Paul Dean's guitar was amazing.
Paul Dean,
I don't
that's
know
who was
the
on.
heck the bass
that was
player
who-
was, and if it's the original
Not.
bass player
It's
or
not.
not. But I thought he wore his bass appropriately low enough.
The original bass player did not.
It was, and the drummer drummed.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, would you care to articulate a little more on that?
He was fine. He was good, and great show. Everything I would want in a Loverboy show, with the exception of No Strike Zone, but it was a really well done show. It was precise. Mike Reno was totally into it. He got a little robotic with his movements. You know, he kind of got like, you know, when Donald Trump dances on stage.
Yeah,
you know,
I mean,
he
he's-
looks a little goofy. That's kind of what Mike Reno was doing a little
Okay.
bit. And his hair was white.
Yeah, that kind of his hair
Was he
was
wearing a headband?
white, and he had a black headband
Yeah,
versus
okay.
a red headband.
There you
Yeah,
go.
it didn't quite show, you know, that he's a youngster anymore.
There you go. Well,
He kind of looked grandpa.
well,
Well, you know,
he is a grandpa.
I guess this is probably the victory
He
lap.
probably is a grandpa, which
Yeah.
is fine, right? He's still up on stage.
Yeah, he's living
He
the
played in front
dream.
of 15,000 people.
They made a
and
resurgence.
He did a great job, and It was everything. I loved Loverboy. In high school, Loverboy was a huge band for me. I loved
The first 3 albums.
those
great.
first 3 albums were off the charts good, and I listened to them on the way down. I went album by album on through Loverboy. Couple of the songs, little disco-y, little it was that time, 78, 79, 80, 81. I think
But when
what did I just do?
you had the record playing that it was like the old demos that they
the 84
unfinished
84,
business.
It was good.
Yeah, I told you. Like, I think the year that came out, Butler had it like in his honorable mention. It didn't make the top 10, but I think it was
Loverboy.
He even actually liked it.
I thought it was a great record. Yep, for sure.
All right. So, Loverboy's done, and
all right, we still got a long time to go on this review, so I'm going to take a break. We're going to play a song and get us ready for the Sammy Hagar part. Here is something they probably did not play. Back to you, Michael Street and Tim.
Go ahead
Schall.
and
rhythms going.
What happened? What did I just do? What did I just do?
It was a nonstop.
I just lost my place here.
Just guitar. It was
Hagar. So he's probably going to have to.
Hold on. I lost my place.
For sure.
All right.
Okay, I found my place.
So,
Train wreck.
Loverboy's done, and go ahead and pull up Sammy's set list.
Give me some.
All right.
Okay, so
Okay.
when we walked in, I said, "What do you think they're going to start off with?" And my thought was,
Rock the Nation?
good enough. I was thinking into my head, I'm like, okay, it's got to be "Hello, Baby,"
Ugh.
and it was That's what they played.
Really?
First song.
What's that one?
Yeah, so Butler, he's like he doesn't know shit about Van Hagar.
I don't really.
So he's probably gonna have to
Yeah.
I don't take our word for it.
Yeah, I'll take your word.
Maybe he could,
Hello,
Yeah.
baby.
Let's hope so. Let's hope so.
Because that's kind of.
What is
I
Hello,
do
Baby?
remember him saying that briefly, like when he was considering this Sammy Hagar tribute band.
21 minutes already.
I gotta have material.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, good enough. That was
Good enough?
good little
Okay.
start to the set.
All right.
But it was like I would only give it like a strong half. It wasn't quite a plus
It
one.
wasn't quite a +1. I agree. But
Then they go
Hold on,
into
let's hear a little bit of good enough. Okay, from
The world's first titanium nonstick pan. And blow your hair back. I'm Mike
51.
Pagale, 3 Michelin chef.
okay, let's a little bit. Good.
hello, baby.
That's a good opener. Okay, all right, no, all right. Okay,
pound cake.
okay, yeah, I know.
And it was just like, all right, we have arrived tonight, brother.
Saturated.
All right, pound cake. Let me hear. Pull a pound cake. All right, pull a pound cake. I played this one in the Sammy Hagar band. Fortunately, I never played a gig with those guys. I got myself kicked out. I'm not connected to the internet. Great. Okay. All right, I'll take your word for it. That pound cake.
Johnny had this silver drill, cordless drill. He just,
He broke out the drill prop. And that's when I was like, oh yeah.
It's made of
I mean, I love.
sugar and spice
here's a little
and
bit-
everything
a little bit
nice.
of pound cake
That's
here.
what little girls are made of.
Okay, we've all heard that one. Okay.
You know, Vic Johnson, the guy that played with Sammy for years and years,
Yeah.
but it was just like, this is Satriani playing with him.
it was otherworldly, right?
I mean, it was.
It was a nonstop,
Shred fest.
just guitar. It was Joe Satriani playing. I was afraid that he was going to try to sound like Sammy Hagar. He was going to try to like
Or Eddie.
Eddie. I thought he was going to try to sound like Eddie. I thought he was going to try to like do a little, but none of that.
Yeah, but it was just like every
it was-
time it was like he's fucking doing his own thing.
But
good.
and it was 100% Joe Satriani. It was shredding, but in a really tasteful way, so it wasn't over the top where you were like, okay, it's too much. There were no long extended solos. It was
I agree,
all
totally.
Totally just perfectly timed and perfectly placed, but it was nonstop, right? I mean, it's like, one of the reasons that I like him so much is because he's so harmonic and he's so melodic when he plays, and you didn't get tired of him, and it was just and Pound Cake was the perfect example of that, right? It started off with that drill, and then it just didn't stop. He just was playing nonstop. I can't even say enough how good it was. I was blown away. First time I've ever
good.
seen Joe Satriani live.
Yeah, that now that you mention that, that's like one thing that really stuck out with this show.
By the way, the guy who does my basses, Gary Brower, I believe he does Joe Satriani's guitars.
Nobody overwhelmed. Like, Sammy was great. Satriani was great.
Yep.
Every time that Michael Anthony had to take the lead singing, it was awesome.
Okay.
I think, if anything, it was like Jason Bonham was just kind of like going through the motions.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Which is why I'll save it for my next show, which I'm going to, after all the complaining, I'm going to do a track by track of the new Black Country Communion next episode, which is going to be Thursday or Friday. And my main complaint is Jason Bonham sounds dull, boring.
And he was the one I was a little disappointed in. I mean,
he's lazy.
He did a couple cool fills. He did a couple cool things that I liked.
He sounds uninspired.
But
he's a great drummer, and he sounds uninspired.
We're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it where I was disappointed. But we'll talk about.
Don't tell
Panama,
me this fucker does a drum solo.
But let's go with the next song.
So we were kind of like, the first song in the set, good enough. We were like, all right, yeah, we're fired up. Sammy's out here. But it was really Pound Cake that set the tone that they had arrived. And then they went into, same album, Foreign Lawful Carnal Knowledge. They went into Run Around. And I just looked at Tim. I was like, this is fucking awesome.
Perfectly played song.
Michael Street loves Van Hagar.
Big +1.
You turned to me and you were like, I don't know if it's going to get better than this.
Yeah.
Wow, these guys like Van Hagar.
And it was so good.
We got a good buzz. I mean,
the crowd was so into it at that time. I mean, I was really surprised. I haven't been to a show where the crowd was so into it the way they were at this show. Everybody was. I mean, it was like seeing Rush. I mean, everybody's drumming, everybody's playing air guitar.
Oh, good
Even
for them.
the
They had a
ladies
good
were
time.
playing air guitar. It was like you look around and everybody just had.
What did girls look like?
But it wasn't like a Motley Crue show where everybody's pulling their shirts up.
No. Those first. Well, it was like the summer of '91.
Yeah.
It was like the summer of '91 where it was just.
Well, good.
So
good
we go into
Sammy Hagar.
the next song is like, "There's Only One Way to Rock."
There's
Sammy
only
breaks the
one
guitar
way
out.
to rock.
I mean,
that's a good Sammy Hagar tune.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, they always played this in the Van Halen set.
Yep.
So they go into the next track, Judgment Day of Foreign Lawful Carnal Knowledge. And I think we both agree that may have been the best song in the set. Yeah. Satriani, fucking insane. Fucking Sammy sounded great. This is probably a song Butler probably would hate.
Hold on, we'll hear it. Let me get to past the ad. This is live in Fresno, widescreen. Okay, let's see. Okay. Do I know this one? I don't think I know this one. All right, that's a rocker. It's a good rocker, I guess. Back to you guys.
Not being a Van Hagar guy, whatever.
Yep. But he did, again, Joe Satriani. I don't think they could have had any different guitar player and have that show go off as well as it was. Pick another guitar player, not going to be nearly as good. Joe Satriani, it was like it was like respectful to Eddie Van Halen, right? I mean, he had enough Eddie Van Halen tone and enough Eddie Van Halen stuff.
Yeah, that was just the thing. It was like he didn't. That was the question I had. It was like, is he gonna just try to fucking cop Eddie's licks? But it was all just Satriani.
That's good.
And it was like
I believe he said that. He said
the solo
before the tour started.
at the beginning of the show, and it didn't stop till the end of the show. It was just nonstop. Him.
I have a feeling that he's a big reason for a lot of the draw because I was standing in line when I was getting beer from at my on the way to my brother's-in-law's party. A guy in front of me in the Safeway line, the grocery store line, said, "Oh, I just came from seeing Sammy Hagar and Joe Satriani." He didn't even call it Sammy Hagar or the Van Hagar tour. He said Joe Satriani and Sammy Hagar. So, yeah, I think he's probably a big reason why people showed up.
And it just so amazing. I mean, it was so strong. Like I said, harmonic, melodic, fast as shit sometimes. Where you're just like looking at him
He's
going,
a badass guitar player.
Which you kind of expected with him.
I'm not a big Joe Satriani guy, but he's a
you sit there and you go, it's fast, and Eddie Van Halen played really fast too. But there's something about the way Joe played
different
those
styles
solos that really stuck with me. And I'm not saying it's better than Eddie. I'm not being stupid. Like
Joe
that.
Satriani, one of the greats.
His own.
I'm not a fan. I can recognize he's one of the greats.
Van Halen. And look, the sheriff would have.
Yeah,
he would have
creamed his pants. Yeah,
he would have loved it.
I mean, that silver guitar, his bald head, his glasses on. I mean, it was like this fucking rock star sitting on stage, just
bald head and glasses.
Everything was like
rock star.
You know, being a longtime Joe Satriani fan and never seen him. I own several albums. I've never seen him before, and I was completely blown away. I will go see him anywhere, anytime, any place. If Joe Satriani is coming to town, I'm going next time because I have got to see him play more than just Satch Boogie.
Absolutely. So now we go into Panama, which was nothing really to.
I was disappointed that they didn't start with those, double bass, the drums, and it just didn't have that same vibe to it. And
it was just like, all right, he's going to play some Raw songs, and this is like one. It would have been cool
Anthony
if he broke out a Raw song that he never did.
The only good part about Panama was Michael Anthony's vocals.
Michael Anthony sang.
So then with the keyboard player.
Yeah.
The keyboard player, he was a pretty strong singer too.
That guy's from Australia.
Those two
solo
together,
along
with Sammy, they really could do those harmonies.
Somebody posted about that guy on the Rock and Roll Geek Facebook group. I forget his name.
That's the best. One of my favorite parts. Michael Anthony's monster bass player, but his singing is.
If anybody wondered if Michael Anthony has still got it. Vocally, holy shit!
Michael Anthony's great.
I mean, he sang several times. Sammy's signing autographs and stuff.
Yeah,
Michael.
He had to fucking take the lead.
Yeah, he was taking the lead. You couldn't tell the difference, and it actually some cases sound a little better than Sammy.
I agree. So after Panama, we go in to the title track 5150, and I told you beforehand, this is like one of my favorite Van Hagar songs. Satriani fucking killed this shit. Yeah. Sammy sounded great. Michael Anthony.
Let's hear a little bit of 5150. All right, 51. I don't know if I know this one either. I'm sad to admit, but. I don't know if I know this one. I'll get to the vocals. By the way, this shit's hard to fucking play, man. All right, I'll take your word for it, Michael Street. I'm not a Van Hagar fan. I'm sorry.
Sounded great. Oh, they were just like, we were clinging beers, high-fiving.
We were just like...
Big plus one.
There you go.
My voice is already... It's still strained though. It's screaming so loud. It was great.
So then we go into Summer Nights. Again, that was all about Satriani.
On the radio.
See what his take
I can't
on
stand that song.
It was fucking great.
Yeah,
can't stand that song.
So we're 8 songs in at this point. the fucking beer line.
Man, this is a marathon show
it
review,
hadn't
man.
closed yet, and I was like, well, we got to get at least one more beer.
There you go.
But I was like, I can't.
Can't afford it.
The set has been.
I can't leave.
Yeah,
It's
you
too
can't
good.
fucking leave. Every song was like big plus one
Man,
after
I'm glad
another.
they had a good time. That's great.
You took a gamble. You just started walking.
Yeah, I was like,
You know
fuck
what?
it, I gotta
I'm
go.
sprinting.
Get a beer, and then all of a sudden,
Uh-oh.
ain't talking about love.
I go and ain't talking about love, and I
I
guess.
heard the lose, baby.
This is the perfect time
Yeah.
to get a beer.
Oh, you don't like
heard
that
that song a million times, and like pretty much what Michael Anthony took the lead vocal on that,
And
right?
it was great. You could hear it, and it was.
What happened? You dropped the phone?
Yeah, so then after that, we go into, Top of the World and Best of Both Worlds.
Worlds was super strong.
Both worlds.
It's not my favorite.
Did they do that stupid
song,
dance?
But they did it really well, and I think the band was really on top of their form right there at Best of Both Worlds. They did that cool Van Halen's kind of walk.
They
thing
did the
do.
stupid dance.
Yeah.
It was
They call
lame.
that walk, the
Yeah.
keyboard player came
Ugh.
down and he was
Oh, God.
doing that, and it was.
Oh, brother.
I wish I could remember the keyboard player's name. There's somebody.
I think he said he was from Australia or
He's
something.
from Australia, yeah. And he had,
See, I think he's friends with Andrew Howe and Matt Hunt.
There you go.
he had a,
He did mention that while he was on stage.
did he?
Yeah.
I don't recall.
No shout out to the Rock and Roll Geek friends.
So, then we go into the next track where Sammy announced to the crowd, all right, this one's going out to the sheriff.
Really? There you go.
Can you believe it?
We're going to do
Heard that,
something
Sheriff?
called the Satch Boogie.
Oh boy. Oh boy. That's when I'd have gone to the bathroom.
So they did like a, Satriani
Time for-
instrumental song.
Time for Sammy to take a break and go take a piss.
Amazing. He played
Yes.
that song
It was great.
almost note for note. I mean,
So now we're 13 songs in. They do the first track off the Balance album, The Seventh Seal.
That one.
Oh my God.
second best song of the night.
Yeah.
That
That was just like, if you're not a Van Hagar fan, you're not into the deep cuts, you probably could care less. But to me,
I'm not going to go search it out.
I'm telling you, you can watch this live version from '95 when this album came out at that German open air festival, Rock AM Ring. It is so fucking good. So the bar had been set from me seeing that. And yeah, I mean, it wasn't as good as the actual,
Okay.
but it was still great. Big plus one.
Big plus one. Big plus one. Agreed.
So then we go into the hits. We could do a little Right Now, little Why Can't This Be Love.
Why can't it's got
And
what
then,
it takes.
then we do.
This is the song we should have gone for a beer.
Yeah, this would have been our actual piss break song off of Sammy's solo album,
VOA?
Eagle.
Was it VOA?
No,
Oh, Eagles
it's on
Fly.
the self-titled one.
Song
the one
sucks.
Okay.
he had to
That song
after like
sucks.
After VOA.
He always
No, yeah.
plays that song, I think.
after 5150, he still was contractually obligated.
Yeah, that's right. It was.
It was a self-titled album
It
from
might have broke up
87.
the band. I don't know.
I
Maybe
think
not. No, it
Sammy
didn't. No, it
actually
didn't.
likes this song better than the fans do.
It was not good.
Yeah, I think he always
Eagles
that song
Fly. I was
sucks.
like, all right.
Show.
Blech.
It was fine. Patriotic. People loved it. The crowd got into it. The band was not into it.
Yeah. It was like,
Joe
all right.
Satriani barely played. Right. I think that was Joe Satriani's piss break.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just like, all right. That was definitely probably Sammy's call to put that in the set.
Yeah, for sure.
We got to play
All right,
Eagles
then
Fly,
we go
boys.
into another Sammy
My wife
solo
loves it.
song. But after Eagles Fly, this kind of got the mood back up. We're in a little Mas Tequila.
Back in the room.
Mas Tequila.
So like Mas Tequila got everybody,
Yeah.
fired back up again.
And when
Then
I was
we
in
went
Jet
into
Boy, we
heavy
opened up
metal.
for Sammy Hagar, Cabo Wabo band, whatever his band was called back then. They were good. I'd say they were good. I enjoyed it, even though I'm not a huge, Mas Tequila guy, but they were entertaining.
Yeah, then the crowd was
Definitely got it.
definitely back into it.
Yep, the band played that song great. Joe was great. That was.
I'm about to piss my
one of the
fucking
highlights of the
pants.
show, I thought. And
Yeah,
it's not
yeah, I agree.
Not one of my favorite Sammy solo songs, but I like it.
Co-written by Jim Baterick of Survivor.
No kidding.
Absolutely.
Just
Knowledge.
he
That knowledge.
co-wrote with everybody.
Hold on loosely. 38 special.
There you go.
Co-wrote that.
We talked about that.
Yeah, we were talking. Fusey just posting Joe Bonamassa.
That's right. That's right.
So after heavy metal, we go into.
Call it heavy metal. Oh, Featherwitch played that tune.
We got to do I Can't Drive 55.
Yeah, okay.
Which, whatever. You know it's coming. And I had told Tim, I was like, I know they're going to play fucking Space Station number
Really?
5.
No, they probably played Rock Candy.
Holy shit.
They did?
Satriani starts doing all this
that's a
spacey
good one,
fucking
man.
shit.
That's a
and then-
fucking good one. Let's hear a little bit. While I piss, let's hear a little bit of Space Station number 5 while I do a piss break. Okay, friends. Yeah, this song, Montrose, one of the great albums of all time. Wow, I haven't got past the intro yet. I'm done pissing. All right, let's get it to the chorus. Man, this album, top to bottom, a classic. All across the nation. I'm singing it wrong. All across the nation. Next time around. All right, yeah, that song's fucking great.
We're fucking eating that up, but
Oh,
the
hell
crowd's
yeah.
just like,
Really?
They
were kind of like, what is this?
Never heard of
Yeah.
it.
You know.
Come
they didn't know
on.
what was coming up, but
Idiots.
But I think I was like, Space Station. I mean, it's spacey. It's got to be Space Station.
Space Station number
It's got to
5.
be. And
Come
you were like,
on.
it's Space Station.
Montrose.
We both keyed in on it, but the crowd
yeah,
didn't.
we were like just so fired up
out.
when they started this. But it was like a medley.
It was.
Oh, really?
What did he go into
Rock
after
Candy,
that?
probably.
They don't have it here. It's not right. Oh, wait. Hold on. I got to get rid of this. Oh, yeah. Chicken foot.
So
yeah.
So they go in to the only, with Satriani being there,
Yep.
they're like, well, fucking A, play a Chicken Foot song. So it was like a medley of Space Station number 5 into a Chicken Foot song.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was fine. They didn't play the
that's
whole
okay.
song. They played a chunk of it.
Good.
A pretty good chunk of it. I was pretty happy.
I can
because
live the
I
rest of my
told you
life.
Even yesterday.
I can live the rest of my life with never hearing a Chicken Foot song in my whole life. Ugh.
I was like, look, as long as they play a Chicken Foot song, because I've never seen them live and I would have loved to, I was pretty happy that they played that song. And that's like the
I'm not even
going
gonna
to
search it out. I got no desire to hear Chicken Foot.
Song. I would have picked something different, but that song was great. I loved it. I was happy they played it. Joe was happy. You could see he was totally into it.
So now we're
All
like
right, friends, 10 minutes left of this show review.
20 songs in, and so
I love it. Thank you, Michael Street and Tim Schall. I appreciate it, friends.
we're 21, and they closed with "When It's Love."
How do I know when it's love. I can't tell, but it lasts forever. No, thank you.
Yeah,
no, thank you.
It was an emotional
Another
song,
hit.
right? It was a hit.
It's a good closer.
Satriani played like a madman through that song.
Michael Anthony sounded great on the background.
And he sang. He sang quite a bit.
There you
too.
go.
He sang quite a bit of that song. I was pretty impressed.
Yeah.
His vocals were so good, spot on. I mean, that guy, his singing is. Without him, Van Halen wouldn't have sounded the same.
Yeah, it's just so obvious. The Beach Boy harmonies that he brought to the table make it's like so much of Van Halen is attributed to him that he never got credit for.
Yeah. You know what I liked about this show was it felt like Sammy and Michael and Joe were having such a good time. They were
the drummer's
like friends
the drummer's
up on
boring.
stage, right? Michael Anthony, especially Michael Anthony and Sammy, just were like they were having fun together. They were hugging each other. They were, it just felt good.
I went into it thinking
I wanted to hug you.
Yeah.
There's still time. The night's young.
Especially since we're like, staying in the same.
Yeah, there you go.
I was thinking, oh God. You said that, not me.
I know.
I went into this thinking Sammy's only a couple years younger than Joe Biden. There's no way he can pull this off. Sammy sounded fucking phenomenal.
Good.
Sounded as good as I've ever heard him. He was. I mean, he even made jokes about his hair, like how he's losing his hair, and I'm like, fuck. If
He's
I
got
had
more
that
hair
much
than me.
If I had that much hair, I'd be happy. He was like, he looked great. Yeah, he's getting older. He's moving slower. He's not jumping on top of a Trans Am anymore, and all that. But he was happy. You could just see it. And he even said it a couple times. Everybody else as happy as I am? And he was a happy guy. He was in
happy
his element,
people showed
sold
up.
out crowd. Every song resonated with everybody in that place. That great set list. He was just grinning. The entire band. The only person I would say that just felt a little out of place was Jason.
Yep.
Jason just didn't quite.
It was like he was going through the motions,
He's
like he
dull.
was just a hired gun.
It's what he plays like, a fucking hired gun. He's boring. Your dad is John Bonham. Dude, you're boring.
Yeah, that's how I kind of felt. He
wait,
said a couple
I'm doing the Black Country Communion album on Thursday or Friday. That's my problem with the album. The drums sound dull.
things. They handed him the microphone, and I could barely hear it. He just didn't. I thought he was going to be amazing. His drum kit though was pretty cool. The bass drums the bass heads had a picture of his dad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
right
he had
on
the
your
big gong
dad's
behind
coattails,
him, like his dad had.
Yeah.
I
Play
sent that
like your
picture to
dad.
My son was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool," and it was cool, right, to see that kit. And I expected a lot more. I was really excited.
I
to see
agree
him,
with
and
both of you.
I didn't feel like
You didn't walk away with like.
What's he got going for him? His last name. He's an accomplished drummer. He knows how to play, but he's got no rock and roll in him.
Nobody about it.
It's not like the perfect. Like, there's not a lot of space in those songs
No.
for a drummer to really like.
Yeah.
I mean, okay,
Dude,
Alex.
have a fucking drink or something. If that's what it
right?
takes
He
you
had-
to
they-
play
they-
like a rock and roller, do something.
Amplified his drum sound. His drum sound was key to Van Halen. But
Of course.
But with Jason,
Alex was great.
it
Jason
just
Bonham's a
felt like
dullard.
it was just drum.
I said it.
Didn't
Jason
feel
Bonham
like
is a dullard.
what you expect, like
Come get me, Jason.
some cool rhythms going on and different things. I don't know. It just didn't. I felt he was out of place.
I agree.
No.
Well, the show's over.
Okay.
We've gone 43 minutes.
Yeah.
Butler wanted some
I
content.
need it. Thank you, friend. I appreciate it.
We gave him some shitty content.
I would have not had any at a show if
You
guys
got
would not have
anything
called.
else you want to add? I mean, have you had any impure thoughts lately, or or you want to save that for your priest?
Well, I'm not going to talk about that at the moment. But I do want to say, I did think a couple of times about the sheriff in this show and how much he would have loved seeing Joe Satriani.
Absolutely.
He stole the show in my mind. If Joe Satriani wasn't on that stage, it wouldn't have been nearly as good. I mean,
that was definitely what kind of made the show for me. It was like, I love Sammy, I love Michael Anthony, and then every so often you're like, okay, yeah, Satriani's here too, and he's probably the most talented out of the three.
he was good. He was so good. Yeah.
All right,
So
well,
I don't think I have anything more to say.
I really appreciate you making the trek down here to Charlotte.
I've been looking forward to it.
So I think
So I bought these tickets a long time ago.
yeah, this is like what, 6 months ago or
Feels
something.
like it. I saw the tickets went on sale. I pinged you. I go, hey, you want to go see it?
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, sure, let's do it. And then I forgot. And I'm going to be honest with you. I told you I was going to tell you the truth about this. It's been hot as shit here. I mean, it's been 104, 105 degrees, and the humidity's been brutal. Monday or Tuesday, I was kind of thinking, how can I get out of this concert? Because it's going to be too fucking hot. I do not want to sit outdoors in the sweltering heat, and I didn't know what to expect.
And what happened? It was like 80 degrees and the wind was blowing, all these fans around.
It was perfect. And I was like, so yesterday...
What an asshole. At no point did I ever think that.
Yeah, well, it's only for my personal comfort. It wasn't because I didn't want to see you. You know, it was because I was I hate the heat. But I persevered. I made the trip.
Now you know it was well worth it.
There you go.
Cooler here than it is in
in
the coastal Virginia area in which I live.
So I shall return the favor. I guess now that you've came my way twice, you gotta find a good show in Virginia. I can make the trek there.
Queensryche show. That Queensryche show, they're doing the EP.
Yeah, I mean, I could. Yeah,
it's kind of not worth it though.
We'll
come up with something. We'll find something.
We'll find something. So, well, let's see. Hopefully, this will fill some material for you.
Fill some material, you guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
man.
well, it's been long.
It's been long.
Thanks to
it's been long
for tolerating me this whole time because
if not for the Rock and Roll Geek Show, we would have never met.
Bringing friends together.
I would have one less friend.
And that's what this show is about, friends.
What? The best part about this is the show was great, but just being here, hanging out with you, talking music.
The night's still young, boys.
The whole night. You know so much about music, and
he sure does.
It was just a lot of fun.
You have influenced me to get so many records, and hey, I brought you a bottle of the Billy Gibbons hot sauce.
All right.
So looking forward.
I brought you the first Jellyfish record.
Yep, and you'll benefit with the record.
Yeah, and you're gonna send me like a record holder. Yeah. So, there you go.
Yeah. So it's all been a good trip. I got to get out of here tomorrow. I got to go back home.
Did you bring a fishing rod?
I did not bring a fishing rod.
Well, you look like you would be a masturbator.
Well,
oh boy, not young, boys.
I'm a master debater.
I'm a master debater. I debate at least 3 times a day, sometimes 4.
All right. Well, let's wrap this up. Good night from Charlotte, North Carolina. Anything else?
Stay frosty, everybody.
Stay frosty, friends of the show.
Frosty. You too.
That was a drunk.
You too can leave me a show review as long as you want, friends. I'll play it. Record it on your phone. Send it to me, rockandrollgeek@gmail.com. Hey, I don't care if people get tired of it and move on. You can always fast forward. You can always skip the episode. But if you did, you'd miss the new Brijitte West song. rockandrollgeek@gmail.com. You can find this show at rockandrollgeek.com. You can find me on the Facebook R&R Geek. You can find me on the Twitter R&R Geek. Rock and Roll Geek Facebook group. I'm Burmos Fantacato. Bring in friends together. Bring in strangers together and leaving as friends. Master debating together. Where am I? Find me on the Instagram, Rock and Roll Geek. Don't ask. Please keep the donations coming because without your donations, this show would die a horrible, putrid, stench-filled death. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Here's brand new Brijitte West, unreleased, never before heard by anyone. This song is called Doing All Right. I'll talk to you on Thursday or Friday with a Black Country Communion track by track. Brand new.
It's a rock and roll geek train wreck.